Hello, friends. Christine Miller Beltran here on this Thursday, February the 26th, and I have to share it is a powerful day with Mercury going retrograde today. It goes retrograde 4 times in a year, and it's going retrograde today at 22 degrees. 22 degrees is a master number. We don't break that down into normally it would be 2 and 2 is 4, which is a foundation number. But 22 is a master number, master builder. And I know that because, well, I know it because I've been studying, but it's also, I know that because it's my birth order number. And how you do your birth order number is your date, a month of birth, plus your date of birth, plus the year of your birth will tell you what the theme or birth number is of your life. So mine is 4/20/1960. Add them all together and they come to a 22. So this Mercury retrograde is in the sign of Pisces, 22 degrees, and it is, I'm going to pull up the chart. It is absolutely conjunct with Venus at 23 degrees. And in order to understand where that would be in your birth chart, natal chart, what house it contacts, you would need to have a birth chart or a natal chart done, which I'm available for. If anybody wants to make an appointment for a reading, please feel free to get in touch with me. It is such a powerful thing. You could analyze your birth chart for the rest of your life. I am still analyzing my natal chart and finding out new things all the time. And I'm just looking to get the eclipse dates, not the eclipse dates, the lunar moon dates. But anyway, right now it's Mercury 22 degrees conjunct Venus 21 degrees, today. And we have a stellium of planets lined up in Pisces. We have the sun in Pisces right now at 9 degrees, and the North Node, which is the lunar node or the destiny point in a chart, at 8 degrees, and also in Pisces. So this is a very big time spiritually to reflect on our spirituality, to shed light on the illusions that we've been telling ourselves. What have we been telling ourselves that's no longer true? Or what have we been doing? In the Pisces is about addiction. It's about possibly operating from a place of victim. And it's also an extremely psychic sign. I have my moon in Pisces, which is the sign of the psychic and the mystic. And if you have any 12th house planets in your natal chart, depending on whether or not I do Placidus or whole house signs, and if you're not an astrologer, that may sound like mumbo jumbo to you, but I have in whole house signs, I have my Scorpio in the 12th house, ruling planet Scorpio and Neptune in the 12th, making me very mystical and very intuitive. So today's reflection, when we talk about Mercury retrograde, it's not going backwards. It's actually slowing down the planet Mercury, which is a very fast moving planet and is the ruler of, Mercury is the ruler of the mind and communication. So ruler of the 3rd and the 6th houses, because signs Gemini and Virgo are ruled by Mercury. And things are slowing down right now. I just did a share about us kind of being like off our game yesterday and not feeling under the weather, both Richie and I. And today we're in action. So it's interesting that things are slowing down. What themes of Mercury do, first of all, electronics, guys, hate to tell you, but Mercury retrograde can definitely have an impact on all of our electronic devices, anything electrical or communications equipment, okay? Mercury rules. Mercury also rules travel, plans, communication. So if you're out there traveling and you have some issues with your traveling, no worries, okay? Just breathe through it and expect it, and then pivot and shift and allow whatever messages and teaching is coming forward for you to show itself. Ask, what am I meant to learn from this? Because when we stay still and ask those questions, my goodness, we can totally become aware of new nuggets of wisdom that are within, that our higher self is looking to communicate to us, or the God self within. Okay? So, Mercury retrograde is a time of slowing down of that speedy planet Mercury in Pisces, which is the planet of flow and water. It's in the element of water, which is about flow. It's also slowing down. You know, when you're moving through water, how that feels? You're slowly moving through water. Water is also a great conductor. And so we can really receive a lot of wisdom when we're in the shower, cleansing ourselves. All of these are themes of this time. So Mercury retrograde is an opportunity to renew, reflect, rejuvenate, review, and reevaluate or recalibrate things concerning your mindset, concerning daily choices, because it's in Pisces. What can you let go of that is no longer serving you habitually in a day-to-day activity basis? For me, this is showing up in my fourth house or house of home or house of home, right? And it's sextiling. These planets in Pisces are sextiling, meaning they are communicating in harmony with the planet Uranus, which is that shocking planet, unexpected planet in Taurus still. It's going to be changing in April, but and moving into oh my gosh, I'm having a moment. Anyway, right now it's in Taurus. So that also is perhaps the self and self-value and how we make our money. And for me, it's in the sixth house, the house of pets, the house of daily activities. And I am absolutely on a dime spinning and changing our daily routine. And so it's a wonderful time to reflect on what you're doing every day and what perhaps you could change in what you're doing every day to have a better outcome to who you want to become and be, and shedding what no longer serves you, which is the theme of this new beginning year, 2026, a number one year. Fire horse is heating up, and we're in the element of water, but we're coming into that fiery season in springtime of Aries season. And we know, if we've been following the planets, that Neptune, which rules Pisces, so spiritual Neptune, mystical Neptune, mysterious Neptune, has moved into the planet of Aries, the I am, and was completely directly conjunct to Saturn, the teacher, ruler of Capricorn, the grandfather, to ask us to really reflect on our own spirituality, our own sense of truth. And so this is a very reflective time. Some cards fell out, so I'll just share them with you. It's a great time wow, that flew out again, to be looking at the future, and possibly in tandem, this is the Two of Wands, career. There's a definite element of career. I'm going to move it into purpose, okay? I think there are themes right now for many of us of what is my purpose? Why am I here? And this Death card is actually a new beginning card. Endings create new beginnings. And we have been just dealing with many endings and are still dealing with a deconstruction in our society and everything around us. There are endings coming about, which are neither good nor bad, they just are. But all endings bring about new beginnings. And so this is the Four of Swords, which is a time of rest. Like I said, Richie and I took a full day of rest yesterday. But if you're called to rest, please rest. Please slow down. Please reflect. That is what this card is about, restoration and reflection. Because coming at you is going to be major communications, also in the Wands realm. Also, that Mercury retrograde is slowing down, but coming up in about 8 weeks, because Mercury is going to stay retrograde till March 20th, okay? So that's about 4 weeks. And there's a 2-week, so we're right on point. There's a 2-week shadow period post that into April. So we're really right on point when we say 8 weeks from now, it's going to really boom. There's going to be a magnificent flood of opportunities coming at you, communications, activity, all those things in the Eight of Wands realm of the tarot. And then this is the Hierophant card. This is this is the Taurus, which is my card. So this is speaking to Taurus. It's also speaking to the Hierophant or the priest or the priestess, and how we are viewing our own, again, spirituality, our own sense of truth, and that may be consulting your mentor in your spiritual journey. Is there somebody that you could reach out to? Is it time to possibly get some mentorship around your spiritual journey and where you're at? So there you go. We are in a Mercury retrograde, which has gotten sometimes a bad rap. Slowing down that speedy planet gives us an opportunity to really reflect, renew, and restore, rejuvenate, and review paperwork. Really review that paperwork before you sign on the dotted line. Make sure you understand what you're signing, okay? Any contracts, that is well known in Mercury retrograde season. So we're here February 26th to March 20th, and then the shadow period will be for 2 weeks after, in March 20th. And then after that, boy, we're going to be hitting the ground running with all kinds of communication coming at us and opportunities coming our way to create a new beginning. So have a beautiful and blessed day. And I'm Christine Miller Beltran, and Sacred Soul Sessions, Sacred Journey Inc. And have a blessed day.